Okay, so the Diego Maradona evolution is. So I'm going to show you how to get him, which path you should go, because there's 3 different paths. Arguably, each one's a bit different, and you can either make it a cam with an incisive pass, a strike with a power shot playstyle, and a wing with a technical. Now, first of all, it can get max capped at 89. So I'm just going to show you something very, very quickly here. I'm just going to show you this, if I can show you here. So this is going to be the rating. So you can get this actually all the way up to 92. Now, you don't actually have to pay for this, by the way. So you can see here, you can get it all the way. So you get a 77 rated card, then it goes to 89. And then after that, it goes to 92. So the 92 version would be free. The key thing is how do you get to 77? When you log in, you might not see the card. So I want to show you what you want to do. You want to go over here and you want to go into your store. This is where you're going to find the card, by the way. So in case you're wondering, where is that Maradona card? That Maradona card is on your store. So you can see here, I'm clicking him. And there's so many different ways you can go. Now, don't forget, this is not a combination path. This isn't like the Future Stars evolution that we had with like Ethan Ranieri and players like that, where you could combine them together. This one, you kind of have to choose. Now, this base Maradona is pretty poor. So you need to do the evolution. You got about 60 days to do it. You can see 4-star, 3-star. We're going to go through a different variation as well. But the key thing really that he has here is a lot of the good playstyles. The tiki-taka playstyle, the first touch, the technical, and incisive. Should I probably even have a quick step as well? So what we're going to do is we're going to add this to our squad, or add this to our club, should I say. And then we're going to go back into the Evo, and then we're going to go through the paths to go down. So we're then going to go into evolutions. So as I said, the final path is up to you whether you want to pay for it. Probably worth by spending in FP points. So you can see the first one is the Diego Maradona Dream, and you can see what it is that this one, this is 3 different versions. This one here gives him the pinged pass, +5 dribbling, +7 physical, and then also gives him relentless, boosts his shooting and passing up. Before, kind of reminds you of the old one, and he gets 4-star skill moves. Was that 5-star? Hang on. Then you get the incisive pass playstyle plus. Then you get the playmaker plus, shadow striker plus, and classic 10 plus. And do you know what? It's quite an easy grind. What a free card, by the way. So this is the first option. As you can see, we have a cam variation, 5-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot. The weak foot not really being the best here. That was one of the biggest issues Maradona, historically speaking, in other games. Now, he can play the preferred position, cam only, no other positions. So if you did that Ranieri card, you got to think about this, because unless you're playing a 4-2-2, you might only have 1 cam. But one of the key benefits is he gets that sprint speed. Bit slow, to be honest, if you're asking me. We'll go over to a 92 upgrade in a second. 91 finishing. Decent shooting. Could be better. The finishing is really good. And the drill team balance is good. And the main thing you're really paying for here is the playstyle. So he gets the tiki-taka, the ping pass, and the incisive plus playstyle. Very, very interesting. And you can only play cam. So that's the first one. Let's go over to the second one. So again, don't rush. Just look at these options. They're all out available now, but just have a look at the options before you do it. So in the second one, he gets the bit better. This time he goes to a strike. He gets the power shot, and he gets 1+1 skill moves. He gets poacher plus, advanced forward plus, target forward, and false 9. So this one may be better because it can play both the striker and it can play the cam role. So if you're lacking, same 3-star weak foot. So if you are lacking those roles, and let's say you have a cam already, this could be a good option. A slightly better shooting, you could argue here. Pretty decent card. Physical, not the best. Power shot could be better. So could his sprint speed. So this time you get the power shot playstyle plus, you get the regular incisive, which is pretty decent. I think, you know what, for a cam card, that's not too bad either. To be honest, I think this upgrade of getting him to 92 is probably going to be needed. And you can see what you also do is, you get the quick step playstyle here. And then you get the finesse shot playstyle plus. So whatever combination you choose, you're going to get the finesse shot. So you can choose between the finesse shot playstyle and incisive. You can do the finesse shot playstyle and power shot, which is quite rare to see. Or you can do the finesse shot playstyle and technical. Now this one here is the same thing. You're getting the right wing position, relentless, and left mid. Okay, interesting. So this one's actually kind of interesting as well. Technical playstyle really isn't as commonly used, I would say, nowadays, with left dribbling being buffed now, but still very effective if you do use it. Getting the Trivella, which is very important if you do use a Trivella playstyle. What's interesting is he gets the cam, left wing, and right mid position. So this might be the most universal card. So if you're looking for a player to be dynamic and universal, and you don't mind going all the way to get the finesse shot playstyle plus with the technical, this might be a good option. And you can see it's quite, so a lot of the cards are quite similar. So to be honest, that 90 big upgrade. So as I said, you're going to get a 77. You can then choose, as I mentioned, you can go with the cam variation for the technical, the cam variation for the incisive pass playstyle plus and the finesse shot, which you get for completing it. You can go for the power shot and then the finesse shot playstyle plus and get the strike and cam variation, or you can get the bit of the dynamic one, the left wing, right mid, right wing, and striker. Oh, sorry, cam variation. This one doesn't have the striker, and you can get that one. Very interesting with the technical. So the question is, which path do you take? Now, this is where things get quite interesting because there's a lot of paths. You can see this Maradona here. Grassroots. Is this the one? Anyway, I don't know what I was looking at there. Anyway, is this... Hang on one second. Let's have a quick look here. Hang on. So I want to see these 4 cards. So you can see here. I'm just going to just show you this one second. So Maradona. So the question is, which one would I choose? Now, I'm probably leaning towards the striker one, to be honest. Incisive pass is good, but so many players have the incisive pass. Because the reason why I'm going to go for the striker one is what I'm leaning towards is because then, do you get any other positions here? So you just get the quick step. And then you get the 1 weak foot. So he's going to have a 4-star weak foot. Okay, the reason why I'm leaning towards the striking option is because I can play him in striker and I can play him in cam. That is why I'm thinking now to maybe wait a bit, but I'm thinking of leaning towards this variation over here. For the Soros, I can play him in a cam and a striker, and he gets the power shot and the finesse shot. There's not that many cards that have it, but he also has a tiki-taka playstyle. So for a striker or a cam, it's actually looking like the one that I'm going to be leaning towards. I'm just waiting here for Foot.gg to actually upgrade this. If we go over here, if we can see Maradona, we go to Evolve Players. Can we see his full path? Okay, we can do. So we can see, we're going to go through, let's have a quick look at all these actually. Let's open these in 3 different tabs. If my computer one doesn't want to freeze, that is. God knows how. So we've got Diego Maradona as a dream number 1. We've got dream number 1. And we have dream number 2. And then we have dream number 3. So, oh, that didn't work. Okay, let's just do this manually. Okay, so let's have a look at this card. So this is dream number 1. Okay, so this is dream number 1. Okay. Now, interestingly, I think this one is actually not a bad one either. The downside is he doesn't have the shot power. He only can play cam. So if you're playing a formation like a 4-2-3-1 and you got that Wanyeri Future Star, something like that, you got to take this into account because you can argue that Wanyeri Future Stars is better than his Maradona card. So it's not a god tier card they're giving us here. I think it's a good card. The main thing I think really propels these cards is the playstyle. So you get the ping pass, tiki-taka, first touch, quick step, incisive, and finesse shot. That is actually very good for a cam. If he could play centre mid, it would be better. Now, we're going to compare this to Diego Maradona, the Dream 2, which is the one that I'm probably going to lean towards. Now, you can see you lose the pinged passing. That's the downside. You lose the pinged passing, but you get the regular incisive. But you don't get the regular power shot on this one. Okay, so this one might be one of the better ones is what I'm leaning towards right now. Because you can see here, the benefit is you're really getting the regular incisive anyway, and then you're getting everything else as well. And if we're going to compare these two stats, the benefit is this one can play striker and he can play cam, whereas this one has the shadow striker plus. So okay, yes, the role plus, but I'd rather he be able to play 2 positions. And you can see there's not that much in it really. A bit slightly better passing, not the end of the world. A little bit extra pace and a little bit extra shooting. So stats wise, they're very, very similar. The power, I would say the play styles are really going to dictate your player choices, guys, if you're asking me. And then we're going to look at the final one. So this is the one with the right wing inside forward, left wing inside forward, right mid inside forward, left wing wing. Okay, interesting. No shadow striker here, plus or no classic 10. But this one, okay, hang on one second. Diego's Dream. Let's get the fully upgraded one before I click on the wrong one and compare it without realizing. Okay. What's interesting here is there's no... Okay, so you get Cam Playmaker. Okay. So apart from that, where you get the Cam Playmaker for basically all the other ones, at least to play the Cam Plus. This one, interesting... You know, you're getting Technical Playstyle Plus. You're getting Travella. So you're keeping Dead Ball, really. Quick Step you're keeping anyway. Relentless you're keeping. Both have Flair. Both have First Touch. Okay, realistically... Do you need the Travella? And the thing is, this guy's shooting is not even... Guys, I'll be honest. It's not as good a card as I really wanted it to be here. It really isn't. I'm kind of disappointed. I mean, look, it's a free card. We can't complain. But the fully upgraded one, I'm going to be honest. I want to say something controversial here. It might not even be worth doing the full edition. 500k or one, like if you're spending FP points on packs, I think he's a good card, but I don't think he's a god tier card. I think it's worth doing. Don't get me wrong. I think with 500k, considering what other garbage there is on the market, I think it's, if you're going to do him and you got the money, you must go all the way. The thing is, there's no standout one for me. If I had to choose one, it would be dependent on, you can see the stats are almost identical, okay? If I had to choose one, let's say I need a dynamic player, I would go with this one because it can play multiple roles. Do I care about Technical Playstyle Plus? I don't, but because he's 5'5" with a stature, that's going to be very OP, the R1 dribble, right? However, I'm going to lean towards the finesse shot and power shot because I can then play that card in the striker or the cam role. You know what? There's so many different variations here. That will be the one that I'm probably going to go for. I think overall for a free card, the 89 is very much mediocre. I think for new players inside the game, why not take it? But I think everyone's going to do it anyway. It's a free card, so we can't complain. I wish these stats were slightly a bit better. But his finishing is very, very good. He has a 4-star weak foot. Because of that, I'm going to go with a power shot variation because I can play him in cam and I can do the power shots and the finesse shots, good curve. That's where I'm going to use it. I still think he's a very good card. I don't think he's got tier, but I'm probably going to go for this one. What one are you going to go for? Let me know down below in the description. That's just my opinion on it. I think you have to go all the way if you're asking me. I'm probably going to lean towards a finesse shot and power shot, but which one are you going to take? Maybe wait a day or so, see what everyone else does, and then make your choice.